joined by the best fans, the best hosts, the best ever Willie Devin, number 4 man, Novi, not actually there for and the one and only Chick Kobe. And welcome to Wrestling Made Simple. We got an action-packed week this week, the news of the week, followed by your SmackDown reviews, and then we review Wrestlemania 31. We then have a review of the WrestleMania card so far, followed by your WWE Drink of the Week. And then the Motion of the Week. Let's get in the news as two Hall of Famers have been announced, so some kind of two stories. First, the Great Muta has been announced as a member of the WWE Hall of Fame by Ric Flair on the bump. Shout out to the Great Muta. He completely deserves this amazing performer for New Japan, for Japan Wrestling, and for WCW, member of the NWO. Amazing wrestler. Unbelievable. And a celebrity wing announcement has been announced as Andy Kaufman will be going to the WWE Hall of Fame. Unbelievable feud with Jerry the King Lawler in Memphis has actually been categorized by Jim Carrey in a biopic he did about Andy Kaufman. A hilarious man, really helped change comedy with Taxi and Saturday Night Live. Funny as hell, so shout out to Andy Kaufman. And finally, two big names have left WWE as the Bella Twins have left WWE and are now going by, I believe, the Garcia Twins. And Goldberg have left WWE and they are officially now free agents. There is no talk if they will go into AEW, as the Bella Twins have confirmed they will not be going to AEW. They are just deciding not to renew their contract and kind of just sit on the back and let their family take over. And Goldberg has nothing that's been proven about him. No one knows where he's going. There was interest for him in AEW in 2019, but nothing has come from that, so we will need to wait and see what happens to Goldberg. That is the news this week, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to your SmackDown review. SmackDown kicked off with Cody Rhodes calling out Kevin Owens to the ring. Kevin, he said, "You introduced me to a man who would help change my career. You've been a friend to me for my whole independent run, so I want to repay the favor." He then brought out Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn would come out and tell Kevin Owens that he wants to get back on the same page and take down the bloodline. Kevin said he's been listening to Sami for weeks and once again declined his offer. We then go to a segment where Sami then told him they are brothers and he loves them. Kevin would get in his car and drive away. We then get Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio versus Zelina Vega and Santos Escobar in a mixed tag team match. Fun match, really enjoyed this match. It's weird to see Zelina Vega as a face. I never thought that would be a possibility, ladies and gentlemen, but it's happening. Zelina Vega is a face, and Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio were able to pick up the win. After the match, Dominic insulted Rey Mysterio for refusing his offer to face him at WrestleMania, and Rey said he will never fight Dominic ever. We'll get more of that in our Raw review. We then go Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Emma and Tegan Knox in a fatal four-way. This will qualify them for the fatal four-way at WrestleMania 39. 4 teams will be decided for this match soon, apparently. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were able to pick up the win in a very quick match. Really does make me kind of excited for WrestleMania. They're really focusing on the build, and I am enjoying this. We then get Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley talking face-to-face, talking about how Rhea needs to be a champion while Charlotte is a legend already. This led to a brawl, and Charlotte was able to get the upper hand, but it led to a really crazy face by Rhea, which was awesome. We then get Xavier Woods, a kind of squash match of LA Knight. I did not get this at all. Xavier Woods was able to pick up the win. Now, don't get me wrong, Xavier Woods is a great talent, but LA Knight in a squash match? I did not understand this whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. We then get LA Knight backstage with Rey Mysterio saying that Rey will fight Dominic at WrestleMania 39, then he will. night in Cincinnati is Debbie's dad, just like Ray. Ray got upset and slapped the taste out of LA Knight's mouth. I'm sure we'll get more of that on this week's SmackDown. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus had a great match, which ended in no contest after Imperium attacked them both. Great match, really enjoyed this match. It was fun. I wish that it ended in no contest, but it did set up a triple threat match. It will officially be Gunther defending his title against McIntyre and Sheamus in a triple threat match at Wrestlemania. I can't tell you how excited I am for that match. Following your main event, Sami Zayn and Jey Uso had a Kansas City showdown, which basically led to them brawling. It was basically Jey Uso said, "You made me turn on my family, and now I'm going to beat the shit out of you for it." Sami Zayn tried to defend himself, but Jimmy Uso came out, and the Usos tried to beat down Sami. But Kevin Owens came back. He was back, and he helped save Sami, and they gave a big hug. And now Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are back on the same page. So Sami and Kevin Owens are officially a tag team again. Really enjoyed this Raw. Really enjoyed the build to WrestleMania this year. Triple H is a long-term story guy, so you can really tell that he was trying to build everything to last for a while. Like, it took a long time for Sami and Kevin to get back together, but it does make the ending feel rushed, you know? You kind of wish you could find that perfect balance, but hey, it's hard to do. Woo! Let's move on to Raw's Raw. Kicked off with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in the ring. Kevin Owens saying, hearing the Sami Zayn chant, and goes, "I think they like you." And then they started Kevin Owens chant, and Sami Zayn says, "I think they like you too, KL." They then made a challenge to the Usos for WrestleMania 39 for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. Jimmy declined, but Jay said, let's just beat them and end this shit. So it will be on the line. It will be WrestleMania 39, the Usos versus KO and Sami Zayn for the undisputed tag team titles. They were about to break out into a huge brawl, but the Tribal Chief shows up with Paul Heyman at his side and Solo Sikoa. So you know this is going to lead to something with Cody Rhodes. We then get United States Champion Austin Theory versus Montez Ford. Great match. Really shows off the talent of Montez Ford. Austin Theory was able to pick up the win. But it was after the match that everybody was talking about. Austin Theory said, "John, you don't believe in me, but at WrestleMania you will." I can't tell you how excited I am for John Cena versus Austin Theory. This is going to be a great match. Really something everyone can really sink their teeth into for a United States Championship match. I feel like I'm kind of breezing through this, but it's pretty easy when you get on a rhythm. We then get Roman Reigns in a backstage segment with the Usos getting beat up by Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Roman says, "What the hell is that?" Jimmy says, "Hey, we're going to beat him at WrestleMania." Jimmy then looks mad and says he will never forgive Sami Zayn for turning his brother against the bloodline for those few weeks. Roman then asks everyone to leave but Jay, and Roman said that he didn't see Jay for weeks and wants to know, is he bloodline or not? Jay said he is bloodline, and Roman says he loves him. It was then announced that everyone can leave except for Solo, as the Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa, and the Wise Man will go out to confront Cody Rhodes later on. WWE then confirmed the men's WrestleMania Showcase match. This will be the Street Profits versus Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Otis in the Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. I want to point out that I get my news from WrestleFeed. I rely on them for my reviews. I rely on them for a lot of shit. So I want to point out that they messed up here and put Braun Strowman and Otis versus the Alpha Academy instead of Braun Strowman and Ricochet. We then get Chelsea Green asking Adam Pearce to put her in the WrestleMania Showcase. Adam Pearce said he will take it into consideration, and Chelsea Green said if not, she will block him on Twitter and will complain to WWE management and WWE on Twitter. I will admit WWE on Twitter had a very funny little slide of like, "Hey, she mentioned us on TV." match, Brock Lesnar said he will learn to fear the Nigerian Giant at Wrestlemania. It was announced next week that it will be a weigh-in for Brock Lesnar and Omos for their match at Wrestlemania. We then get Impulsive TV, where Logan Paul came out speaking with his brother. He realized that he wasn't worried about facing Seth Rollins, and he actually had them replay the clip of Seth Rollins getting punched in the face many a time before the mic cut out for Logan, and Seth Rollins was revealed to be doing it backstage. Seth Rollins then came out to the ring. He had a huge brawl. Logan was able to knock out Seth Rollins, but you know what? I gotta say, I am very excited for this match. This is something I didn't think I would be excited for. We think it's Dominic Mysterio versus Johnny Gargano. An okay match, something to write home about, but nothing too bad. Dominic Mysterio was able to pick up the win, after which Dominic called out Rey Mysterio and said he had found out that his mom will be at this week's SmackDown, and maybe he could help her convince Rey to take the match at WrestleMania. We then get Edge talking about being locked in Hell in a Cell with Dead Man, so he has no fears of evil, and challenged Finn Balor to bring the Demon back at WrestleMania. I can't tell you how happy I am if they bring the Demon back at WrestleMania. Brood Edge versus Demon Finn Balor. How cool can that be, ladies and gentlemen? How cool can that be? We then get Rhea Ripley coming to the ring to cut a promo. We cut a promo on SmackDown with champion Charlotte Flair, and said she will become a bigger champion at WrestleMania than Charlotte has ever been. But unfortunately, Bayley would interrupt, saying at WrestleMania she has beaten Charlotte Flair, and this led to a match between Bayley and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley was able to pick up the win after Women's Tag Team Champions Becky Lynch and Lita came out, and Trish Stratus to help deal with Damage Control, Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Very fun little thing. Rhea Ripley kind of picking up the win over Bayley, kind of diminishes Bayley's character going into WrestleMania, but besides that, fun match. We then got to a backstage segment where Otis is getting a manicure. Chad Gable approached him and asked him to come out and while he faces Ricochet. Maxine Dupree called Otis for a kind of a hand modeling shoot. But Otis turns it down and says, let's go, coach, and goes out to the ring. Ricochet was able to pick up the win over Chad Gable, but still a fun match. Kind of makes me look forward to the men's talent showcase at WrestleMania. We then get Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair and Asuka versus Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. This was a little bit nice, but still an okay match because I don't get why WWE is continuing to do this. I was hoping this is one of the things that would go away for WWE once Triple H took over, but can they coexist storyline? I really hate that, and I wish it had gone away. Bianca Belair and Asuka were able to pick up the win, but after the match, Asuka turned on Bianca Belair, beat the shit out of her, and we now know it is going to be one hell of a fight at WrestleMania. We then get Roman Reigns coming out for the main event, telling St. Louis to acknowledge him. But as he says this, Cody Rhodes' music plays, and Cody Rhodes comes out. Cody Rhodes says, Mr. Heyman, this has nothing to do with you. He is talking to the tribal chief. Roman then said Cody isn't a problem. He says what he represents is a problem. He says he is a professional wrestler while Roman is an athlete. He says Cody Rhodes has run from everything. When they gave him Stardust, he ran away. They went to his own company, and when he couldn't get over there, he ran away. And now he's finally back, and he gave a torn pec, and his body ran away from him. So at WrestleMania, Cody will lose. And Cody then said the tribal chief will feel like what it's like to lose, and he said if his mother was there, his Cuban mother, he would have slapped the shit Cody then kicked Solo in the face. Solo shook it off and went after Cody again, but Roman stopped him, and it cuts to black with Roman holding Solo back. Woo! We are on the road to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. It is getting exciting. I can't tell you how excited I am for this build. Everything has been going right except for one thing, and that's the Bray Wyatt Lashley match. It makes you wonder what's going to happen at SmackDown this week. If not Bray Wyatt, then they need to start building something else for Bobby Lashley and maybe LA Knight. Let's see the WrestleMania card right now. The confirmed matches: Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul has been confirmed. I think that could be a show stealer, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't excited for it looking on, but the way they've built it, the way they've done it, it'll be very fun. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the Undisputed title. Oh, this is going to be a banger. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte should be a main event of night 1 of WrestleMania. It'll be a very good match. Hopefully better than the WrestleMania 36 encounter. Bianca versus Asuka. Another great match that I could see stealing the show easily. The Usos versus Sami Zayn and KO confirmed. All these so far have been confirmed. The Usos versus Sami Zayn and KO. That one could be made at night 1 easily. Hunter versus Drew and Sheamus confirmed for the IC title. Again, could be a match of the year candidate. Austin Theory versus John Cena for the U.S. title confirmed. Very good match. Excited for that one too. Finn Balor versus Edge in Hell in a Cell. Apparently Finn Balor the Demon versus Brood Edge. All confirmed. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, the one match I've wanted to see my whole life live in person is Hell in a Cell. The only other one that I really want to see is the Elimination Chamber. Oh God, this is going to be good. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio has not been confirmed yet, but probably will be in next week on SmackDown. Lashley versus Wyatt, the only one that's really up in the air besides my last one. I don't know what's going on with this. I think it's confirmed, but I don't know. Apparently everybody's saying it's not, but it is. Hopefully it is. I want to see Wyatt back on a WrestleMania card. Brock Lesnar versus Omos. It's confirmed, and there will be a weigh-in next week. This was kind of a shit match of everybody not looking forward to it, but Brock Lesnar and Omos have really done a great job building this match. MVP as well. It won't be a show stealer, but it's definitely one people are going to look at and go, you know what? Way better than I thought it would be. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus and Lita versus Damage Control. I don't see it being a show stealer, but definitely a good match. I don't see a problem with that match. The Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus Viking Raiders versus Braun and Ricochet. Again, not a show stealer, but definitely a good opener. I could easily see this being a very good opener. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler and Ronda versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Carmella and Chelsea. Now, this hasn't been confirmed. The teams haven't been confirmed by WWE. I'm going off of what WrestleVote says. I don't know if it's going to be those teams. Again, maybe the opener of night 2 doesn't look like an awesome match, but definitely not a bad match. And the match has been rumored on social media. Stone Cold versus LA Knight. Yeah. Again, don't know if this match is going to be confirmed. There is talk that LA Knight might be the substitute for Wyatt, or it might be a triple threat match of Bray Wyatt, Bobby Lashley, and LA Knight. Again, that would have been this. If it's LA Knight and Bray Wyatt, if it's LA Knight and Stone Cold, show stealer easily. But still a great match. All these matches are not named a bad one in my opinion. I'm excited for all these matches. Speaking of excited for all these matches, let's move on to WrestleMania 31. Coming from Santa Clara, California, we're continuing our California WrestleMania trip. This is coming from Levi's Stadium, the home of the San Francisco 49ers. 76,000 in attendance. It's been disputed, but who really gives a fuck at this point? 259,000 buy rate with the exclusion of the WWE Network. Most people will watch on WWE Network, as this, I believe, was the Wrestlemania, the show on the WWE Network. It would kick off on the pre-show with a tag team match of Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus Los Matadores, the New Day, and the Usos. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro successfully defending their WWE Tag Team titles against these four teams in a 9-minute match. Los Matadores actually put on a good show here. We think that the 30-man Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal as the Big Show would win, last eliminating Damien Mizdow. Mizdow will actually turn on the Miz and break up their tag team here. We then get a live match for the Intercontinental Championship. It was Dean Ambrose, Bad News Barrett, the champion. Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper, R-Truth, and Stardust. This would be Cody's second to last WrestleMania. He would last perform at WrestleMania 32 before coming back to WrestleMania 38 6 years later. It's funny to think about that his last WrestleMania would be in the AT&T Stadium where he would return to a grand return. So that's very funny to think of. Daniel Bryan would pick up the win here in a great match, and it would actually be one of the last few times we would see Roddy Piper in a WWE appearance. After the match, he would show up and say, "Just when I think I've got the answers, you change the questions." Yes! So shout out to Roddy Piper for that team. So Daniel Bryan would win the Intercontinental Championship. It would be the second, one of the last titles he would hold. He would go on to hold the WWE Championship and then the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and that would be it for him. So he would only hold 2 more titles in WWE. Sad to think about that. This would be his last WrestleMania until WrestleMania 34 also. Excuse me. Until he would return at WrestleMania 34. We did get Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins in 13-man. In my opinion, one of the best matches on the card. Randy Orton and Seth Rollins will have a great match. This will actually lead to what people call the best RKO ever. Seth Rollins going for a curb stomp, throwing Seth Rollins up, and hitting the RKO on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins would be pinned, but would not be over for Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins would be feuding with Randy Orton for this WrestleMania after kicking Randy Orton out of the Authority, kind of. We would then get Triple H versus Sting in Sting's first ever WWE match. Apparently this match was supposed to have the fast lane, and the talk was before Sting got injured at Night of Champions, where he would be feuding with Seth Rollins for a WWE title. Sting was actually supposed to face The Undertaker at WrestleMania 32, but because of Sting's injury, that never ended up happening. Triple H would pick up the win over Sting, and a lot of people give Triple H shit over this, but Sting would say, "Hey, this was my WrestleMania moment, and it was a great WrestleMania moment." Sting would say he really enjoyed this match, and he says it's one of his favorite matches. So you know what, Sting? Shout out to you, my brother. Triple H would pick up the win after interference from the NWO, DX, and Shawn Michaels. It would be basically DX versus the NWO and Sting, and it was WCW versus WWE. Triple H would pick up the win in an 18-minute no disqualification match. Awesome match. We then get AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins. There'll be no women's championship match on this card. I have to point it out. It sucks, but it is what it is. AJ Lee and Paige would pick up the win. It was an okay match. Nothing really to write home about, but still a fun match. We would then get John Cena and Rusev. John Cena versus Rusev for the United States Championship with Lana at ringside for Rusev. Rusev would actually ride the tank into WrestleMania 31. It would be something he holds his cap on to this day of one of the coolest entrances for WrestleMania. I still like it. I still think it's awesome. John Cena would pick up the win, being one of the first men to ever break out of the Accolades. Rusev's undefeated streak would come to an end, but hey, is there a better place for it to come to an end than WrestleMania? John Cena would defeat Rusev and would pick up the win over Rusev to become the United States champion, which he would defend until SummerSlam, where he would lose it to Seth Rollins. We then get The Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. This match has been panned and acclaimed for the builds. Bray Wyatt did an amazing job of building this because Undertaker would show up at WrestleMania 31, but had not been seen since WrestleMania 30 when his streak was broken by Brock Lesnar. So Undertaker would pick up the win in a 15-minute match. Apparently Bray Wyatt was injured and so was Undertaker. But even then, this is still the promo video is unbelievable. Awesome promo video with, I believe it is Shepherd's Harvest, and the song, and then there was Darkness. If you haven't had a chance to go listen to it. Roman Selecta plays it on Amazon, and you can also get it through Spotify. The song And Then There Was Darkness is an amazing song, and it was built and actually written for this video package. I would actually write a paper in college about this video package and that song, so it's very cool to see. And finally, in your main event, we would get the WWE World Heavyweight Championship between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns was being pushed down by his growth at this time. He had won the Royal Rumble to audible boos. Everybody wanted to be Daniel Bryan, but we never got that. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar would still run probably one of the best matches they've ever had together until SummerSlam 2022. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar would basically hit everything they could, spears, Superman punches. F5! And Suplex City would actually be born here. Suplex City is what everybody has in their shirts, exit to Suplex City. Brock Lesnar would say Suplex City, bitch, to Roman Reigns, and that's where it was coming from. So if you're ever looking for why Suplex City, everybody chants it at shows, this is why. This is WrestleMania. After hitting an F5 on Roman Reigns for, I believe, the third or fourth time, Seth Rollins' music would cut in. Seth Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank. Remember how I said he wasn't done yet? Seth Rollins would come down with the Money in the Bank, cash it in, hit a stop on Brock Lesnar, go to hit another one, but Brock Lesnar would pick Rollins out of the air. Roman would then spear Brock Lesnar. Seth Rollins would then stomp Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins becomes the first ever person to cash in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. And Seth Rollins walks out, your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Very cool main event. You know, this WrestleMania, it has its moments, it has its bad moment of the women's match, but besides that, you know, it's very hard to find a bad match on this card. I really enjoyed this WrestleMania. This WrestleMania is a fun one. It's definitely a good California. The only problem with this thing is, so I'll go back to the Bray Wyatt and Undertaker match. That match should have taken place in the dark. It should be like a lights out street fight if they were to do it. And I truly believe they should have given Undertaker and Bray Wyatt one last match at WrestleMania where Bray Wyatt got over on the Undertaker. That's my opinion. Woo! You know, this podcast goes fast. I could use a drink. So it's time for the WWE Drink of the Week. We're going with the classic margarita here for its California roots. Classic margarita is very easy to make. It is a 1.5 ounce tequila, 1 ounce triple sec, and some fresh lime juicy garnish with some salt and a lime wedge. So you're going to rim the glass with the lime, and then you're going to take the rim and kind of dip it in salt and just twist it around till the rim is filled with salt. You're going to put the tequila and the triple sec and the lime juice in the shaker. Shake it up well. Pour into the glass. Make sure to garnish with the lime wedge, and there you go. That is your WWE Drink of the Week. Please drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. Do not drink if you are under 21 in the United States, and do not overconsume on alcohol. And now, everybody, it is time for the Outro of the Week. This outro is very simple to me. I talked about in my SmackDown review. It is Xavier Woods. Now, I don't play the LA Knight. I can't blame Xavier Woods. Why the hell is he squashing LA Knight? Don't get me wrong, Xavier Woods, great performer. going, but not someone who should be squashing somebody. I feel like Xavier Woods, no matter who he's fighting, it could be LA Knight, it could be Braun Strowman. He should have a contested match against everyone. He is that kind of performer where he could pull that match out of anyone. So for that reason, Xavier Woods, you are the Badger of the Week. Congratulations.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. I have been the big guy. This has been Wrestling Made Simple. Next week, it's official. We will be at Wrestlemania. So you know what? This next week there won't really be a classic pay-per-view review. We will just be building a Wrestlemania. We will be going over Wrestlemania card. What I think is one of the best matches and one of the worst matches at Wrestlemania, and what could truly steal the show. But thank you very much for listening. I've been the big guy. This has been Wrestling Made Simple, and I hope you enjoy wrestling this week.